Larry, why are you so convinced these emails exist? You are confident.
There's a plethora of information. In fact, just to show you how sharp Jim Comey is, I put it up on my website, jimcomey.com. You remember I used to have hillaryforpresident.com because I have fun with these. So all the violations are up there. And there's a paper trail of how these got there. In fact, I have to thank Big League Politics for having published some stuff on this as well. They've really picked up on the story, and you'll see that there's quite a bit of information on there that they're there. On April 6th, in answer to your question, of 2018, DOJ said that there are 72,000 pages that they have to review. Shockingly, the hardest part is pushing the Trump State Department, because DOJ gave these to the State Department to review, to get this Trump State Department to push them out in a timely fashion. If not,
how long have we been waiting for the 72,000 to be reviewed?
Well, the ruling was in early 2017, and the judge gave them until September 28th, 2018. That is the date that everything comes out.
And how many have been released so far?
Nothing's been released so far, but by September 28th of this year, 2018, is where everything is going to be released. The rollout must be completed according to D.C. District Court Judge Boasberg.
How do they get away with this kind of slow walking, Congressman?
Well, I think that's just been, Congress's fault. Now, we do have some of us who have been really pushing, but if you're not going to provide consequences for the stonewalling, then the bureaucracy is going to protect itself, and they're going to continue to do this. And that's why, if you notice, when we finally have gotten documents turned over on our end, it's only when we've said finally we're going to do contempt if you don't do it. Then Rosenstein will turn it over. But until you go there, they just delay. So if we would use more of our authority, we would be able to get better results. And, you have Nunes, you have a handful of us, but we need way more people to really dig in against the bureaucracy.
It's the most unbelievable story to me because, as we're talking, the statute of limitations, I'm sure, on a lot of these cases are running out, which maybe for some people was the very purpose of slow walking. Is that a possibility?
Yes, and remember, Sean, the IRS targeting scandal with Lois Lerner. We held her in contempt, and then what happened? We go back and forth. Koskinen comes in. He gives false statements. He says they accidentally deleted 400 backup tapes with all of Lerner's emails on it. And so that went on for months and months and year. And at the end of the day, he ran out the clock, and no one was held accountable. And so, that just can't happen, but we need more fortitude throughout the Congress to prevent. I and a lot of my colleagues were trying to impeach Koskinen back then, and we didn't get support from the Republican leadership for that.
All right, last word, Larry.
Yeah, I actually sued Koskinen with Judicial Watch in the first case that I did, since they represented me in the Supreme Court and the employer mandate, and then one where we sued the State Department. So in answer to your question, it's really amazing to me that they're slow walking it so much, and I think the answer is because 99% of the people in these agencies are career rather than political appointees. So they're playing this shell game of email peekaboo, and they keep playing footsie, and we're getting nowhere because of that.
We're so busy and wrapped up in these ever-emerging scandals. It does serve us well to go back to some of the most fundamental and basic questions here.